All right, Shalom. This is Howard 1 by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Harukah Kodash, Ma'amaf. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. And Shalom to you, Akim and Akwatim, and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. All right. So I'm going to get right into it. Dealing with this topic with the whole Will Smith slap. And a lot of people saying it was it's an act that they putting on, or some people saying it's a distraction. Anything is a distraction at this point. If you're not on the truth, if it's not dealing with the truth or prophecy, it's basically a distraction. So it's up to that person. It's up to people to be distracted or not. If you're checking out, the Lord said we're supposed to watch everything. We watch, and if this is all over the news, then you're going to see this. It's going to cross your feed, and it's a lot to it. It's a lot of spiritual, signals being sent off from this, man. One, you have two Israelites going out there acting a fucking fool in front of all the world, acting basically lawless. Now, that's why the Lord gave us laws, man. He said, this should be your wisdom in the sight of the nations, man. Being brotherly towards one another. All these different things the Lord told us as Israelites. But being basic American, African American, whatever they want to call themselves, these church folk or Scientologists, whatever they're into, this is that type of shit they do. On both sides. You got one, like Chris Rock, that sold out for the Oscars or Esau. Because back in 2016, you had, not to get too much into the carnal, Hollywood shit, but you had, what's her name, Jada Pinkett, a while ago, what was it, 2016? Oh, what's her name, Jada Pinkett, she didn't want to go to the Oscars. She was what's it called, that boycotting it, boycotting the Oscars. And she didn't want to go to the Oscars no more because they didn't have any, wasn't letting any black people win or something like that. So this guy, Chris Rock, went at her for the Oscars and said, nobody wants y'all here anyway. So now she shows up at the Oscars after all the shame she's been spewing on this dude, man. She was doing nothing but spewing. That's why I want to get into that too. But right now I'm going to do with Chris Rock on both sides, both Jakes, man. All right. One triggered the other, and the other one responded. That's why you're supposed to respond and not react. All right. So he reenacted the ignorance that he felt Chris Rock was the attack that Chris Rock was putting on him and his family, his wife. So he attacked Chris Rock. That's reenacting instead of responding. All right. Now, dealing with Chris Rock. Now, all of a sudden, when Jada Pinkett shows up to the Oscars, whoever wrote his joke. Now, if he didn't write it, if he wrote it, whoever. I heard one comedian said the Oscars always hire somebody to write the jokes. All right. So all of a sudden, Chris Rock come out here and say this. And he put his hand behind his back and wait for Will to hit him. That sounds like a setup to me, man. But hey, you never know. You never know. But is it fake? No, I don't think so. You know what I mean? One, because all of the entanglements that his wife was dealing with, man. We're basically witnessing a man try to take on the shame of his wife when he was being honored. Even though he was going off and being Scientologist and all that shit. But let's deal with Chris Rock, man. So I'm gonna get a scripture real quick. All right, I'm gonna get this one scripture on Chris Rock, for basically selling out for Esau, man, doing the bidding of the devil. Sirach 9:18. A man of an ill tongue is dangerous in his city, man. So amongst his people, they call themselves comedians and rash and talking shit, and say whatever they want. and he's dangerous among his city. And, and he that is rash in his talk shall be hated, man. And that's how this guy is. You always say everybody hates Chris because he's rash in his tongue. So hey, it comes with the territory. All right, because it's part of the curses, and that's what you're seeing, man. We're seeing the curses on our people and their responses to those curses, man. All right, the curse that's on Jada Pinkett, the curse that's on Will Smith, you know, these are all the curses, man. What we're seeing is a broken man. See, everybody forgot that it started with Jada Pinkett. That's what broke this man, yo. So let me finish with Chris Rock. Deuteronomy 28 and 54 is part of the curses, man. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother, man. And that's what you deal with, especially when you're out here in the streets. You see Jake looking at you all crazy. All right, but now, right in front of these nations, all right, at the Oscars on stage, you got Jake showing it that their eyes evil towards each other. Now I believe wholeheartedly that Will Smith would not have got up there and slapped Esau like that. You know, we don't do that to each other. This is that's right, man. So his eyes shall be evil towards his brother. All right, and also the scriptures say that, man, that thy wives shall be harlots in the streets. So that's why the Lord said, don't find a harlot, no woman that's you know, open. That's what he always say. Him and his wife got an open relationship, and she never lied to me. Meaning she tell me the truth when she dealing with somebody. And it's like, oh my goodness, this dude done brainwashed himself for this woman. All right, Will Smith. That way he never talk about giving the woman the world. I'm gonna give her everything. But what happens if she don't want you after that? What if she want the world and not you? Now you didn't gave her the world, and now you're just sitting there looking stupid. And then when the Lord curse her, all of a sudden you're like, yes, take me back. You know. Deuteronomy 28 and 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, see people like Jada Pinkett, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. All right, delicateness and tenderness. Her eyes shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom, and towards the son, and towards her daughter, man. All right, because when a woman sleeps around with a man, and she got a household, she basically going against that whole house. And you look at their whole family, man. You got one daughter that's in the gothic, like rock and roll, Satanism type of vibe. Another one that's in the black hoop earrings in his ear, dyeing his hair blonde, putting devil horns on his head and shit, like weird shit. So yeah, man, they bugged out. All right. And it's funny because Chris Rock, he was kind of, I believe he was setting him up, man. It's like they say, hey, take the hit, say this, like, watch what Will Smith do. If he hits you, don't do nothing. We're not gonna send security or nothing. Just let it be. Who knows, man? But people saying it's fake, it's not fake. It's clearly not fake. You gotta be able to put the story together and see what happened. And see that this dude is broken. He ain't from Philly. It's Philly mindset, but that ain't even it. We're witnessing a man try to take on the shame of his woman. The Lord is putting shame upon that woman. She knows she wasn't supposed to show her ass up to them Oscars. She knows she got a bald head standing in front of comedians. It don't matter about her personal disease. You're in front of a comedian. A shit talking, a rash tongue comedian as well. Like Chris Rock or D-Ray. D-Ray would be more considerate, but everybody know you're not supposed to go to no comedy show, sit in the front row, expect nobody not to say nothing to you. If you're looking crazy. And but it says this, Matthew 5 and 39, but I say unto you that ye resist not evil, But whosoever shall smite thee on the right cheek, turn to him the others also. And I'm sure this was going. I'm sure this was going through Chris Rock's mind at that time. He did slap the dog shit out of him. All right, and Will Smith, uh, he lost his restraint. All right, his will to his will to restrain himself. He was laughing. He can chuckle and laugh, but then he looked over at his wife, seeing that she was kind of bothered. She made sure he saw that she was bothered by it. You get what I'm saying? You gotta see the signals. Man, he's wicked, wicked, wicked. She's a wicked woman to me. I don't care what nobody say. Now she look at him and snarl her lip, and then he ready to go set it off like Queen Latifah. You feel me? Risk it all just for her. So the Lord said this, man, Matthew 10:16, Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. You know, that's why these scriptures are in place, man. To keep you safe out here, because that was a crime. There's no such thing as a crime in America except for if there's a victim, according to their laws. Now, Esau has made up their own version of crime, criminals and shit like that. Locking people up for petty reasons and for nothing a lot of times. Just to get bonuses and quota. But a situation like this is a crime. He had a victim. You put physical hands on somebody for words that they said. He could have just sat there and yelled out loud, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. But instead, he went up there and slapped the shit out of him so he can go home. That was more better for him than that damn reward. He don't give a fuck about that Oscar. Now he gonna go home to... Oh my god. Damn, Jada Pinkett, kind of look like an Oscar. Anyway, so he going home to her. He gonna treat her like the trophy. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna feel more honored by her um, rubbing him on the chest and say, "You protected me, my man." And now he feel like a man again. Me, man, the scriptures say that, man, a woman defile herself with another man, you're not supposed to take her back, yo. That's defiled land. Period, man. But the Lord said we're so important that he'll take us back. All right, so once a woman went out and slept with somebody, man, which they had the entanglement, and this woman was sitting there dogging Will out in front of everybody saying he don't know how to please her in the bedroom and, out in the open, man. Tearing down his character, tearing down his honor. And then this dude just left all of that and went on a damn journey and videotaped it, put it on the internet. Because men are made to be erect, meaning go out in life, on a broader scale, right, to push forward in life and the adventure and conquer. Women are meant to be home and take in, which would be like sexual in a sense. We're not supposed to go into the womb and not come out that motherfucker. So naturally, once a woman separates from a man, if the man's mind is not easily all sad, emotional and shit, that individual is going to venture out. He's going to indulge. Might not be in women, but he might indulge in life and just be a child again and explore and have fun. But then you get that light back in him. And the next thing you know, that if a woman wicked, snares and nets, always find a way to trip him up, she gonna pop right back into his life. Because she gonna see that she left. They want that joy from you. I had a woman tell me a long time ago, she said, I seen something in your eyes, and that's why I wanted to get with you. Yeah, okay. Well, when I got with her, she acted just like Jada Pinkett, just like her. Looked like her too. And what I realized is what she saw in my eyes was joy. That was the light she wanted to put out. So yeah, man, Deuteronomy 24:4. Her husband, here you go. Verse 3. And if the latter husband hate her and write her a bill of divorcement and give it in her hand and sendeth her out of his house, or if the latter husband died, which took her to be his wife, her former husband, which sent her away, may not take her to be his wife again. Even though Will didn't send her away, but he's in this whole open relationship situation. No, a man can deal with multiple wives, not the other way around. Not women dealing with men. That's the definition of adultery. A woman sleeping with multiple men, or a man sleeping with another man's wife. So it says here, he's not supposed to take her back again, man. After that, she is defiled. See, she defiled herself with that guy. I forget his name, man. August Alsina. That was a singer. He had some good music. I heard his music a little bit, and it was pretty good. But then he started getting weird and shit, and next thing you know, she fell for him. And next thing you know, after he dealt with Jada Pinkett, he went blind. No coincidence, man. Where did the lust of the eyes come from? I mean, the lust started with the eyes. All right. So, then it continues into the heart, which would be the mind, and then to the body. So he's the Lord blinded this guy. It's like right there, he was going blind, and it slowed down his career, almost 90 or 80%. And then immediately after that, the Lord dealt with him. Now the Lord checking Jada Pinkett out of nowhere. I hear this come out. What do men lust after? The physical. So now all of a sudden her physical is messed up. Her image is defiled. Look, you can see it on her, and the Lord is doing that. And then, man, what they want to do, they want to step in the way of the Lord's judgment. They'll fight the Lord for their woman when the Lord is the one that created that woman. You know? So if a woman has been taken by another man, and after she is defiled, a man may not take her to wife again after she is defiled. For that is an abomination before Yahweh. All right? And thou shalt not cause the land to sin, which Yahweh thy power giveth thee for an inheritance. All right, so let me get this. And, that's mainly for Israel, man. That, these laws were given to Israelites. That's abomination to the Lord. If you're dealing with a woman and she don't listen to you and she go pop somebody else and come back, and now you popping her, you basically caught up in that same adultery, man. She's defiled, and now his honor is being brought down because he's dealing with her. Right, man, because people missing it. They forget that this dude was willing to risk it all for this wicked woman. And that's what we're seeing, man. We're seeing a man give up his honor, because he's very respected in the movie industry. She's not really respected like that. They know her from a few movies where she had sex in one, Poetic Justice, and the next one was, Jason's Lyric, I mean. Oh, man. But anyway, that was she was a very good actor in that one. What was that one? Set It Off. But it was focused more on Queen Latifah chick. And Matrix. Nobody really cared. But Will Smith, you can go down to a whole list of his movies, and they all smash hits, most of them, except for his first one when he was on the sodomite tip. That's how he got on. I always think about people's beginning. Where did it start? Not what's going on now. Yeah, he loves his wife. That's what he's proving. Okay, but is that right? And what is he showing to the world? Go up there and just act off emotions, and be impulsive and harm your brother. More harm to another Jake on TV. Getting violated. Sirach 26 and 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, yo. And yes, you got disease, but the Lord causes diseases. He's the one that controls that. All right, that dis-ease. And you got to pray to the Lord and use herbs to heal that. All right. And another one would be that cellulite they get in their thighs, that like almost shit like gout. They be having all that sex with them men. Then they lose their hair, all right, because they diet or the chemicals they putting in their shit. So she's dealing with a disease, and she had a scar popped up out of nowhere. I did a lesson on it a while back. And I was like, yeah, the Lord judging her, man. And since then, her shit been, she was all over the internet saying that he couldn't please her in the bed. He's not a good this, that, trying to tear him down. Had him crying on her show. I think Red Talk Table. I know too much about this shit. But anyway, Red Talk Table. And he was sitting there crying on her show. I'm pretty sure everybody saw it. And now and now you see him crying again. He ain't crying for no fucking, excuse me, anything else. He crying over her. It's still there. Once a man is wounded, them wounds don't heal, man, unless you spiritually heal that, man. You know, you can work out all you want. Physical, yeah, it's emotional. But the spirit, the mind has to be fixed once a woman corrupts that and snatches you off the throne of the altar of your mind. You got to get back on there, it has to be clean again. All right? But it says this, a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. And that's what he is. He wicked too. He in that Scientology shit. But a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord, right? Because if you got a wicked woman, you're going to leave her. The scriptures say, right, I'm going to get this too. It say, yeah, right, man. So you see him up there crying. And that's why he's in what? In a bitter state, man. Anything can make him break right now. Anybody say anything to her, now she's the victim. If the Lord would have broke her leg, he'd fought somebody for saying, you know, saying something, talking about anything with a kickstand on it. You know, any one-legged anything, you're gonna get mollywopped by Will Smith. Now he's talking about ballies. You can't mention nothing about a cue ball around him. You're gonna have to fight him. A bowling ball, anything. You can't say shiny. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 26. 25. I applied my heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things and to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness. That's what this was at the Oscars. It was foolishness and madness, and it was folly. And I find more bitter than death the woman. See, that's where it started from. It started from Chris Rock with a rash tongue. And he was going to be hated either way. And they were going to talk about Will Smith and them either way. And next thing you know, boom, she gave him that snarling look. She took it to offense. Caused him to change his demeanor and throw his honor away. Go up there and slap his fellow brethren in front of everybody. Which was, now on a carnal note, yeah, you disrespect my wife. No, nope. Because you got people disrespect the Lord and you don't fight them. You know? So this is spiritual, man. You're going to be persecuted. That's why the Lord said he sent us here as sheep amongst wolves. Be harmless as doves, man. All right. So Ecclesiastes 7 and 26. I find more bitter than death the woman. So she's more bitter than death. And that's what he's dealing with. He need him a new woman that, or no, he needs to stay the hell alone. But if a woman cheats on you, sleeps around on you, commits adultery, then you go get another woman. That's it. Or you just indulge and you heal yourself. All right, with the woman, which would be the scriptures, Sophia. But a man desire a woman, so you're gonna have another woman. But to go back to her, that shows he's broken, man. And he's trying to keep his family together. But his family is like spiritually apart. All right, they're not. That's why I said scripture say, train up a child as they should go, and they shall not depart. Well, he trained them up in that Scientology mindset, and look what it leads to. They all into that Gothic shit, paganism. Paganism and science go hand in hand. Worldly science. All right, so a wicked woman. Not every woman, but a wicked woman whose heart is snares and nets, man. Always trying to snare somebody up or trap them up. Even in conversation, even in her look. You can see how she look at the dude with her. It just brings him down, man. He by himself, everybody like, hey, Will Smith. Yeah, he like train like Denzel. He on that level of acting, you know? But every time he with her, it's like something he always in the tabloids, man. You know? Disgracing himself. And it says here, and her hands as bands, whoso pleaseth Yahweh shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her, man. And that's what happened. He's been taken by that woman. His mind is gone. His mind is gone, man. You don't want to disrespect somebody's wife, but at the same time, if Chris Rock would have joked about Will Smith like that, he wouldn't have responded that way. You know? But he joked about Jada. You know what I'm saying? So he's willing to throw his honor away for her shame. And so he could take on her shame. Man, look, he's going to be doing a lot of fighting because the Lord he's dumping shame on her. You know what I mean? And Will Smith trying to stand in the way of that and fight it off of her. But he's going to take on that same shame, man, if not worse. Sirach 26 and 24, a dishonest woman contemn the shame, but an honest woman will reverence her husband. She never did that. She came out in the open disrespecting him. Now he throwing it all away for her. He's the definition of throwing it away. Throw it all away. All right. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. A woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all. And that's why everybody looking at her in disrespect. Because she not respected, man, for honoring Will Smith. So they get up there and they just talk shit to her. But she that dishonoreth him in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all. All right? That's it, man. So, you know. That's right, man. James 3 and 8. That is back to Chris Rock. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. Yeah, that's what he was out there shooting out that deadly poison, man. And he said, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. You know, Chris Rock, his mouth got him in trouble. Therewith, now it says, but the tongue can no man tame, man. All right. So, all right, this is James 3 and 3. Behold, we put bits in the horses' mouths that they may obey us, and we turn about their whole body. All right. And that's what the Oscars Esau did with Chris Rock. You know, that unruly tongue. He went out there and said that piece, and it led him into both of them, being in folly right on TV. All right, and they look at it like a career booster because they're all about money. It says this: behold, also the ships, which though they be so great, right, just like these, celebrities, and are driven of fierce winds, yet are they turned about with a small helm, just a little tiny wheel, whithersoever the governor listeth, man. So you talk yourself into some problems, or you can talk your way out of some problems. All right. You can speak righteousness, or you can speak wickedness. And what he was speaking to her wasn't wickedness. Chris Rock, he was basically shaming her. And Will Smith could have said something to him about it, but that shame is coming, whether she like it or not. It's clear, man. Even so, the tongue is a little member and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth, man. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell, man. So basically, all the curses, all right. And you talk yourself right into some bullshit. You talk yourself into wickedness as well. But in this sense, Chris Rock, his mouth led him into getting smacked in it. All right. There's a lot of lessons to learn from this, man. Watch what the hell you say. You know, you got a wicked woman. Don't throw it away for her. Let her bear that shame. You know, you can use your voice to defend her if anything. Unless somebody trying to rob your family or harm your family physically. You know. But that wasn't enough. He had to go up there. He probably killed Chris Rock in front of her, man, in front of everybody, just to prove to her. And as long as he have her love, and when he in jail for life, that's when she'll leave him for August Alsina again. You know, so yeah, look at it. Look at this great fire that the tongue has kindled. You know, all right, I'm gonna end it on this because the scriptures are true, man. You gotta look at everything through a scriptural filter, small or great, all matters. You know, first, First Ezra 4:22. By this also we know that women have dominion over you, right? Because they was asking, what's the most? I think it was Zerubbabel, right? He left a note on Artaxerxes' table while he was asleep, and it was, and the question was asked, um, you know, basically what's the strongest thing on the earth, most powerful thing on the earth, you know? And what's his name? Zerubbabel said a woman, because this is why right here, you know. So, but we understand that the scriptures is our woman. You know, that's the most powerful thing on earth. That's the word woman goes back to servant. First Ezra 4:22. By this also ye must know that women have dominion over you. And Will Smith is damn sure proving that. Do ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman? And if you look at interviews before on the Red Talk table with Will Smith and Jada, he said clearly that, he want to give the world to her. He felt that if he find a wife and he go get the whole world, man, become famous and rich, and he give it all to her, a house and everything, that she would love him forever. That's the wrong way of thinking. She got to accept you first, and then you might give her those things, little by little. But instead, he did it the other way around, you know? Yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal and to sail upon the sea and upon rivers, man. It means to conquer and put their life on the line. That's what Will Smith doing in a sense. He took his damn head off and brought it back to if it was a different time period. Yeah. So it says, and looketh upon a lion and goeth in the darkness, man. And when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love. Is that not what Will Smith is on right now? That dude go up and fight a lion for her. I mean, a lot of men would, but you wouldn't risk it all if you're doing the Lord's will, man. It's all about the Most High, Yahweh Shem Shai. See, Will Smith is all about his woman. And a lot of you jakes out there that claim to be in the truth is all about your damn woman. You can go out and hurt somebody because you're jealous. You think you see your woman with somebody or she likes somebody, you go hurt somebody. Shows you where their mind is at. All right, but then they act like they men. But nah, you're better. They're broken individuals. They're controlled by the woman. She didn't have to say nothing. She just gave him a look. And he felt like he defended her. Yeah, she got a cursed disease. I get it. But what if somebody else say something? Now, what if somebody else, they're in the public eye. Anybody can say anything at any moment, and he had to fight everybody. What you gonna do? Slap everybody and shit that say something? Yeah, a man. It says what? Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father and mother. He wouldn't have fought for his mother and father like that, probably. Excuse me. Yea, many there be that. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes, man. And he's a servant of hers now. You know, so she's the man and he's the woman. All right. She wear the pants. And he cross his legs. We've seen that. So he got a submissive spirit, man. You know? And yeah, that's just it. You gotta watch these dudes that wear them choke chains. You be wearing them choke chains and shit. Them choke chains is a sign of submission. A submissive spirit, man. Can't trust them type of dudes around you, man. They'll sell you out for a woman. They won't be honorable as soldiers, as men. They would lose their dedication to the Lord. You know, they'll easily submit up under anything. But they attack you. You know what I'm saying? It says, yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women. And this dude has run out of his wits, man. He lost all his damn marbles. Lost his damn mind. He's showing it. He's like, yeah, I went crazy. I'm a work in progress, meaning I'm going crazy. And that, yeah, I'm going crazy right in front of y'all. And I'm going to heal in front of y'all. That's what he's saying. I'm going to cry in front of y'all. And all this, you know how Jake is, man. So he's going out of his wits, man. For a woman. And become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished and erred and sinned for women. So this dude is erring. He's in error right now for that woman. You know, even though she did him dirty, all the examples are there. And now look at the play out. The Lord is showing us. This dude watched her go with some other guy all over the tabloids. She ain't care. She had her hair and everything. And slept with him. He wound up saying she was too old. So he left her, played her, August Alsina. Next thing you know, he went blind, lost a lot of people in his family. He ain't know why it was happening. Shut his career down, slowed it down at least. He fell off the scene. Next thing you know, who pops up? Jada Pinkett. Now the lawyer judging her, cursed her. First she started dogging Will Smith out more on the open. You know, saying he was horrible in the bed. You know, all these different things, just dogging him out. And people was like, damn, she's shaming this dude. Next thing you know, she tried to get her groove back. Stella tried to get her groove back, trying to get into the public eye again. And the Lord cursed her. She got a bald head and a scar on her head. And don't nobody got to see that. Cover that shit up. You know, just cover it up. You shameful about it. I'm going to wear this. You ain't got no choice. So she wearing it out in the open, though. And somebody say something, now he got to fight him. No, tell her to cover it up if she's that shameful. You know? Or show her some strength by saying, don't worry about that. He's just talking. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I say this to don't let unruly tongue lead you into some bullshit and get yourself hurt. Wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. Eyes open, ears open, mouth closed, and you'll learn twice as much. You know, but on the other hand, you know, don't let the bitterness that's within a man, within you, or if a man is feeling bitterness towards his woman or jealousy or anger or anything, don't go outside. I'm gonna kick somebody's ass because you made me mad. You know, or punch somebody in the face, or somebody say something to her, and you just lash out and attack, and risk your path, you know, and your journey and your honor. You know, you can, somebody attack you verbally, you attack them verbally, or you don't respond at all, or you use wisdom. Somebody attack you physically, yeah, you got the right to respond physically. All right, and don't go out of your wits for women. Look at the situation. In certain time periods, she walking outside with her butt out, and somebody look at her butt, and then you get mad, want to fight him. You've gone out of your wits. You see somebody sitting with your wife, and you want to punch the man in the face, you lost your damn mind. Because that woman is the one to watch. That's the wicked one. That's the devil, the deceiver right there. All she did was just look over at Will. He was laughing and everything. She looked over at him and snarled at him. He got up and ready to kill Chris Rock. You know? So I'm at the there, man. Hopefully there's a lot of lessons learned from this. And he definitely a spectacle, boy. You know what I'm saying? Yay from Philly. You know, I get it. They say we bipolar and shit. But, you know, any man could lose his mind at certain times, you know? But that was the wrong time. You know, he should have did it for other reasons. So to show courage, you know, that's the wrong time to show that courage. I feel like you got to protect everybody. Protect them from what? The curses? You protect them from the curses through the scriptures, through the spirit. And Will Smith is a bitter, lost man at this time, right? You know. So any choice he makes on her behalf really gonna lead him the wrong way. Whether he's he smote him, he's smitten Chris Rock, or if he'd have just sat there and took it and yelled at him or something, or just looked at it. Either way, he's gonna have to deal with something because of her. He can get home, have to deal with her. She gonna say, "You ain't no man because you ain't say nothing." See that? Her whole thing is about him not being a man, and he's trying to prove to her that he's a man. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to do that to prove that you're a man. You know, the Lord said what? Gird up thy loins and show thyself to be men, the loins of thy mind. And you do that with the scriptures. Other than that, we're just beasts, doing carnal, beastly things. To be men, sane, of a sound mind, right? Let me get that. Right, man. 2 Timothy 1:7. For Yahweh have not given us the spirit of fear, man, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. And we should be thankful for that. You know, it's a separation, man. The Lord said that. Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge. See, the scriptures, man. The spirit of truth shall be the stability of thy times, man. So, you know, and that's just it. That's what's gonna keep you stable. Other than that, we're looking at a unstable car with no brakes going downhill. That's Will Smith. As long as he with her, when he by himself, he's just going downhill because he in the Scientology. But with her, he ain't got no damn brakes, you know, or a steering wheel. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. For the fear of Yahweh is his treasure. All right, so with that, man, thank Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai for giving us a sound mind and knowledge and wisdom to keep us stable, man. You know, from these curses, that could easily be one of us. All right, so trust the Lord, trust the word, man, trust the spirit, and don't trust your woman. Don't trust your emotions. You know. So with that, I'm gonna say, hopefully it's edifying to say Shalom.